Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Ron McKenzie-Lefurgey. If you've seen Avengers Infinity War, you'll know a fair bit about the Infinity Gauntlet. And if you haven't seen it, don't worry, this video will have no spoilers. Huzzah! But there are a bunch of villains who have used the Gauntlet outside of the MCU, so let's talk about them. If you finished this and want more, check out our video on the top 10 superheroes from the future next. But first, get ready, it's time for the top 10 supervillains who wielded the Infinity Gauntlet. Number 10. Nebula. If you're on top of the comic version of the Infinity stories, you'll know that Nebula was the one to get the gauntlet off of Thanos. After using the gauntlet to leave his body and become one with the universe, a near-death Nebula grabbed the gauntlet from his arm, taking away his power, and then tried to use it to take over the universe herself. Classy. Luckily, Adam Warlock wrecked her and locked her up. Good job, bud. Number 9. Norman Osborn. Yeah, this one's kind of a cheat because it's from a What If comic, but what the hell, canon or not, he wielded the gauntlet. In the one-off What If Infinity Dark Reign, we saw a version of events where Norman Osborn got his hands on the complete Infinity Gauntlet during Dark Reign, and he killed a bunch of dudes, and turned himself into the Goblin King, and forced Peter Parker to relive Gwen Stacy's death over and over again. Yeah. It was rough. But then he erased his dad from existence, which then erased him from existence Back to the Future style, so that's good at least. Number 8. Thanos. That's right, Thanos. Did you just double check that this doesn't contradict the title? Me too. But this list is talking about all the supervillains who have wielded the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos certainly fits that criteria. Is this mainly because it was hard to fill a list? Yes it is, but it still counts. Because he's used it a bunch in comics, shows, and yes, the Infinity War movie. And if we're talking Thanos, we must talk about the totally famous not at all tacked on Number 7. THERMOS. Yeah, it's time for the joke entry. The Thanos of the humorverse is named THERMOS, and he looks ridiculous. But what's even more ridiculous is his version of the Infinity Gauntlet, which is called the Infinity Mitten. And it's really dumb, not just because the name sounds ridiculous, but also, who the hell calls a baseball mitt a mitten? Nobody, that's who. I don't even call it a mitt, I call it a glove, but whatever. And yes, I know that some people might get all technical and go, oh, but that's not the gauntlet, it's the mitten, yeah. But like, it's close enough, shush. Number 6. Dark Surfer. While the Surfer was a good guy through season 1 of the Superhero Squad, he eventually became corrupted by the Infinity Sword. He steals the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos and goes off becoming Dark Surfer. He then uses the gauntlet to split up into 6 different colored versions of himself to fight his 6 previous teammates, and he's eventually defeated. Which, while cool, was a pretty silly strategy considering how damn powerful the gauntlet could be. Number 5. DARKSEID. This is a great story. JLA Avengers was a crossover event that saw the Marvel and DC universes dueling against each other. This involved powerful items from each universe being hidden from the members of the other universe. And DARKSEID, who actually inspired the idea for Thanos, managed to get his hands on the Infinity Gauntlet. The only problem? The gems didn't work in the DC universe. Nerd. Number 4. ULTRON. This one's definitely a stretch, but I think it kinda counts. In Avengers Assemble, the cartoon show, Thanos managed to get the gauntlet together, but was defeated. However, ULTRON managed to take over the robot Arsenal's body, which had just absorbed the power of the stones and gauntlet. So here, ULTRON wasn't necessarily wielding the gauntlet, he kinda became it. Which is pretty neat, but now I'm picturing Thanos shoving his hand up Ultron, and it's not a pretty picture. Number 3. Ultimate Hulk. We all know that Hulk can be a bit unpredictable and violent at times, but the Hulk of the Ultimate Universe, Earth 1610, was way worse, and stronger, and great. Anyway, the Ultimate Universe actually had 8 Infinity Gems with 2 Infinity Gauntlets, and when Kang released Bruce Banner from his cell at S.H.I.E.L.D., Hulk ended up fighting against the Ultimates with the help of 2 freaking Infinity Gauntlets. Now thankfully they were missing some stones or else it would have been really bad, but he was still scary as hell. Number 2. The MAGUS. As you may know if you've been watching our stuff for a while, the MAGUS is the evil version of Adam Warlock, the powerful artificially created hero. Through a combination of powerful items like cosmic containment units, as well as brilliantly executed lies and deceits, he managed to get his hands on, or rather hand in, the gauntlet, which he managed to make functional again. He was defeated in the end by the surprisingly cohesive team of Adam Warlock and Thanos, who managed to summon a combination of Eternity and Infinity and took the MAGUS into the Soul Gem. Number 1. Dr. Doom. After Doom decided to help the Fantastic Four for the good of the universe and sacrificed himself to save the day, he woke up and found 2 Infinity Gauntlets from other universes. Just begging to be taken, along with a bunch of Dooms who had been lobotomized. So he decided to make lemonade and create a Parliament of Doom, and later used one of the gauntlets to revitalize its home universe, and Doom became the god of it. Gnarly. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. Don't want to miss another video? Click the bell icon to join the notification squad so you know every time we upload a video. And if you want a sweet playlist to watch so you can just get all nerdy without having to click, check out our Versus playlist. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie-Lefurgey with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.